This program is brought to you by Emory University.
When I get to Emory, I know the Dalai Lama is going to come visit. And I think to myself, well, I've heard of this club called Students for a Free Tibet. And so I went, realized that there was something good going on with this student group. The president at the time actually went on a Fulbright after she graduated. The president before her went on a Fulbright when she graduated. And the quality of the events that they put on were phenomenal. After becoming a little bit more involved, I actually did go with Students for Free Tibet and got to meet the Dalai Lama. So they had this private audience right after he finished one of his biggest talks. We went in and met him as he was walking to his security car, and we presented him katas, which are white scarves, and they're silk scarves, and that's kind of the normal presentation to give to a High Lama in Tibet. So even offering him a kata, and normally they'll take it, they'll bless it, and put it back over you. And so he gave us all katas, and as he walked by, he kind of touched my face a little bit, right here, and just when he touched my face, it was powerful. Then also, there is a class that's taught by a Tibetan professor, Geshe Lobsang Tenzin Negi, and it's on the psychology of enlightenment. And so it's a religion course, which religion is meaningful to me, and as an intellectual interest, it also seems engaging. And so it's like, well, here's a chance to get involved with this on a curricular level as well. And he told me that the Emory-Tibet Science Initiative was going to have a more science-oriented program going the summer after my sophomore year. I applied, got into the program, was able to apply for a summer study abroad scholarship offered by Emory Scholars. And so Emory Scholars was able to pay for the tuition, and by doing that, they allowed me to go and study abroad in India. And so this was going to be my first time abroad besides Niagara Falls. The Emory-Tibet Science Initiative and the Library of Tibetan Works and Archives are working together to create a science curriculum that could be employed within the monastic education of Tibetans. So one of the amazing characteristics of the Dalai Lama, the current Dalai Lama, the 14th, is that he desires to bring together these two, views of the world that have been separated for millennia. And with that, he's taking physics, neuroscience, math, and biology, and creating intensive courses for monks to come and learn from Emory teachers about the modern sciences. But most of our experiences to learn about Tibetan culture and history were field trips. And so we'd all pile into vans and drive up this absolutely terrifying road, about 45 minutes to an hour, only 7 kilometers. So something about 7 kilometers and about 6,000 vertical feet to McLeod Ganj, and see the Nechung Oracle, one of the protector deities of Tibet, actually go into trance and be consulted by monks. Talk about an interesting experience for someone raised in, a very strict Christian worldview. Yeah, it's really hard to kind of to juggle these different experiences. One of our coolest field trips was seeing His Holiness the Dalai Lama again. The Dalai Lama hosts us when we come. And not only do they host us, they host all of the monk students that are engaged with ETSI, and they hosted all the professors. So it was a pretty large audience, but we were able to pose to him a couple of questions from our group and kind of debated among the group about which questions we wanted to ask. And then, of course, the people who were chosen to actually ask the questions, practice them the days before to make sure that they don't mess up, because there is a proper way to ask questions, and there is a proper way to show respect as you're asking questions. So when I came back, and there was 1 week that was available for a family vacation. And so I came home, I slept for a week to recover, and then we went to Disney World as a family. And I would say that actually, the culture shock didn't kill me, yet there was still this strange dynamic between, that I can just sense of this, oh, we're here in the land where dreams come true. And I was just in Dharamsala, where there's still many dreams. So it becomes clearer and clearer when you're in India that as an American, And especially as an Emory student, we are very privileged. And there's nothing that we can do to change the fact that we are very privileged, except for, like, we can't change that. We can be aware of our privilege and how it affects who we are. But I feel like I was able to kind of come to terms with, to whom much is given, much is required. And within that, I was able to go down and enjoy my time at Disney World with the knowledge that it was absolutely absurd to be spending your time at Disney World. But I still loved it. I loved it.
The preceding program is copyrighted by Emory University.